Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now it's Monday, and no one writes on Monday, but today, oh my god, I am recording like 4 videos in a row right now. I have a 50-minute free period right now, and I'm gonna be recording like 4 separate videos right now and getting something ready for Instagram and all sorts of stuff like that because I have 2 burnout touches now. I have one right here, one over there. And so I have to return this one back to this company I've been letting me use it for over a year. Which means I have to offload a bunch of my stuff. And it was a bunch of planned YouTube videos and stuff, so I'm not just rushing and getting them all up this week. So today, this is a speech that I wrote myself. I'm in this sport called forensics. And in forensics, you have to write your own speech. Well, there's different part to it. It can be impromptu, where they give you 4 minutes. You go in a room by yourself. That they give you 3 different things. You pick what it is, and you do a 4-minute speech right there on the spot. There's where you get to write your own 4-minute speech, which we'll get to in another video. I did one of those too. There's one where you get to write your own 8-minute speech. There's one, that's what we're doing today. There's duos. There's one where you can make up a story. All sorts of fun stuff like that. And so this one, as I said, this is my 8-minute speech. I wrote it myself, and it's about baseball, because everyone loves baseball. I went and scoured the internet in baseball games, because I came up with this idea sort of like, well, how can I come up with this horrendous idea? Because it like took a year in the making, because I went to SBI January 2020, and I'm like, oh, they had forensic started in February, and everything got shut down in March. So I already had my speech written then, and then so I just had the speech sitting there from about March to June, and then I deleted it because if I would have to give it back in June, wasn't the case. And then like mid-July or something like that, I was just listening to baseball games, and I'm like, they're just throwing all these free facts at me. Why don't I just write them down so when forensic comes back, I'm ready. Did that, and it paid the dividends. I wrote my speech super quickly, and yeah, so that was back in November, and I just held on to it, and now we're in March again. And yeah, now I'm about to return this thing, so that's why I'm offloading all this. So let's get into the speech. Baseball is an amazing game with a lot of history in it. History is made every season, every game, every inning, every swing, every pitch. At any point, any player can go into the history books. Sometimes it's good, like Mike Trout having the most home runs and RBIs in Los Angeles Angels history. Or really bad, like Lou Brock having over 100 career errors in the outfield. That's worse than my English grade. Or it can be controversial, like Barry Bonds hitting 73 home runs in 2001. In the beginning, it was good, but later they found out he used PED or performance enhancement drugs to aid him that season. Here are some examples of records being made on different teams throughout history. The Atlanta Braves are a very historic franchise. They were, and I'm already messing up. They have 11 Hall of Famers and won 3 World Series. They won a lot. From 1992 to 2005, which is 14 years, they won the Eastern Division, and they won 1 World Series in 1995. One of their impressive records was made by a guy named Greg Maddux. He had the most gold gloves by a pitcher with 18. Another is by Ronald Acuna Jr. He has the most leadoff home runs in Braves history. He took the record from Felipe Alou in 2020. He had 4 leadoff home runs in 2020, and he hit 3 in the postseason. Now, I'm just going to stop there. I made that part up. I had no clue how. I know he had 1 in the playoff. But to make it sound more impressive, I said he had 3. I don't even know how many he had. Which made him the youngest leadoff batter to hit a home run. Next, Adam Duvall is the first Brave to have 2 3-home run games in Braves history, and he did it 6 days apart. My last relationship was shorter than that. The Braves have also had all-time leaders as well, such as Hank Aaron had the most hits, most home runs, and most RBIs by a right fielder. Also, Nick Markakis, another member of the Braves, is the active... he just retired. So I shouldn't put active leader in hits and RBIs for right field. So remember, this was written back in November. So back in November, he was active, but now he's not. He just retired like in the past week. So scratch that one. Phil Niekro had 318 wins in his career, which is 16 all-time and the most by a knuckleballer. Tom Glavine was drafted by in the NHL ahead of 2 NHL Hall of Famer before becoming an MLB Hall of Famer himself. Also becoming an MLB Hall of Fame. What? Oh, also, wait, whoa, what would I even type in here? Becoming an MLB Hall of Fame. Oh, this is why I need to turn this thing in. I think the buttons are, like, I click the button to scroll over, but it doesn't scroll over, so I end up reading the same line twice and making me look like an idiot. Also, Eddie Matthews is the only player who has played in all 3 home cities, Boston, Milwaukee, and Atlanta, which is the same amount of towns I've lived in. But the difference is he got paid and I didn't. Now to the gateway to the West, the St. Louis Cardinals. They were the most... What? Did I just say they were the most? Oh, God. They have the most World Series wins in the National League with 11. And the same amount of Hall of Famers. The same amount of Hall of Famers. They have and second. What? They have and second. They have the... Oh my God, what was I even saying here? And second in history behind the Yankees, who have 27. I'm talking about championships. Some of the greatest players are Bob Gibson, Lou Brock, Ozzie Smith, Stan Musial, and The Machine. And I'm not talking about a toaster or... I messed that up horribly. I had washer and I thought I put toaster first, so when I scrolled over and I saw toaster, I'm like, I'll just say toaster and toaster. I'm not talking about a washer or a toaster. I'm talking about Albert Pujols. Albert won the 2001 Rookie of the Year, the MVP in 2006 and 2011 World Series. He had the most home runs, 662, and RBI, exactly 2,100 by a first baseman. And he is 19 hits behind Hall of Famer Eddie Murray for that record too. He has also hit a home run off of 428 different pitchers. Current first baseman Paul Goldschmidt is the only person right-handed to hit a home run into the Allegheny River outside of PNC Park, which is where the Pittsburgh... What? Did I put PNC Park? The Pirates Park. Yes, I did. PNC Park. The Pirates Park. This is usually only for left-handers hitters. I think I was supposed to do left-handed hitters, but left-handers hitters to do. And I think the reason for that, because, like, you're facing one direction or the other, and it's called oppo-tackers. When you hit so you have to, it takes a lot of strength to hit the ball the opposite direction. So say you're pointing one direction, and you have to use all your strength to take this minuscule object that's coming at you at 100 miles per hour, and you just have a wooden bat, and you have to hit it the other direction a good 400 feet into a river. I mean that's why it's usually for left-handers. They're already facing the right direction, so that's the normal direction that their swing is gonna go. But for right-handers, they are going the opposite. They have to pull it the opposite direction. Here we are. Mark McGwire was in the famous home run race with Sammy Sosa of the Cubs. McGwire hit 70 and Sosa hit 66 in 1988. He had the record for the most home run in a season until Barry Bonds had 73 in 2001, 3 years later. After that, it's the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays are one of the newest franchises in the MLB. They were called the Devil Rays from 1998 to 2007. They have the least amount of wins with just over 3,000. They have less experience in the postseason than I do driving a car. Just last week, they punched their ticket to their second World Series appearance. Remember, this was written in November, so I was basically editing this right as it was happening. And I don't know.
11:07 a.m.
Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Faint notification. But I think I threw something in about Freddie Freeman, because Freddie Freeman, they just announced the award. Like one day during practice, I was practicing. I said he's in contention for the MVP award, and then the next day he won. I'm like, now he won the award, and I'm like, put some consistency with it. So yeah, this is when they made it. I don't even think the World Series was happening yet. But anyway, the last time was 2008, and that year they had 12 walk-offs. The Rays had 8 post-game concerts that year, and they won all 8 games before them. They played 6 games at Disney World, and they won all 6. Those stats are from SB Nation. I watched the video on the Tampa Bay Rays, so I know exactly where I got those stats from. So SB Nation, shout out to you. The Rays have some good things about them, like Evan Longoria, their former third baseman and first ever Ray to win Rookie of the Year in 2008, is the active leader in home runs and RBIs, and along with Will Myers, who won it in 2013. I think I edited that because I have no recollection of Will Myers winning that award. They also have 2 Cy Young recipients: David Price in 2012 and Blake Snell in 2018. And Coach of the Year, Kevin Cash in 2020. So yeah, that's why it's at the very end, because it was still pending. But they also tried to pay Wade Boggs to go into the Hall of Fame as a Ray after he only played his last 2 seasons there. Didn't sit well with the league officials. I found out when I was I found this website that has every team's Hall of Famers. Cause that's how I found the Cardinals have 11, and the Braves have 11, and the Cubs have 11, and the Yankees have 500 Hall of Famers. That's how I found that out. It's like the Rays don't have one, but apparently they tried to pay Wade Boggs, and I remember Wade Boggs, I guess, as a Ray. I know he's on the Red Sox, the Yankees, but I only remember him getting that 3,000th hit, and he only had 3,010 in his career, so that's the only thing I remember. Let's finish this. Randy Arozarena has the most home runs, hits, and total bases in one postseason with 10 home runs, which is 10 more than I have in my whole life. So I think the World Series did end because he finished with 10. And He's only 7 years older than me. That's the crazy part. Thank you for listening, and hopefully you learned something along the way. And just remember to just keep swinging. Oh, God. The just keep swinging part, I came up with that and not came up with it. It was like one of the weird things. I should have fixed it. It was a 2020 thing, and I just tacked it on at the end because I never changed. And the coach seemed to like my forensic coach is like, yeah, just keep swinging. You know, baseball bat, just keep swinging. Even though I didn't make any references to anyone swinging a baseball bat or go play some baseball or anything, but I sure. Anyway, so that's where I'm wrapping it up here. As you can tell, this Googling it and stuff like that. I found a lot of this on the website and Wikipedia. I did say SB Nation, not SB Nation, Stark-Raven Sports. That's what it is, not SB Nation. I messed that up so badly. But yeah, that's where I got those baseball stats from. The one about the Rays. But the rest of them I found myself. So yeah, it would take hours for me to find every single reference and put it in the description. Just do a Google search, a Google search. Anyway, I hope you liked this speech. Yeah, there's gonna be more of them, and like it just took me all that time to read it. I only have 8 minutes to do that, and it had to be memorized. I was not memorizing. I have not looked at that thing in 4 months. Okay, so yeah, I'm not yeah. But yeah, on to the next one. Bye.